Hey students, welcome. We're going to take some notes today, and unfortunately we have to do it this way. I apologize for that in advance, but hopefully it's something that won't be too hard for us to get through, so hopefully it'll be fairly simple. If you took notes yesterday and you have 1-1, you can skip a page if you like for 1-2 because we are going to go back and get that. So if you wanted to do that and then everything will stay the same on this page, that might just be the easiest way. But if you want to take it in order that we've taken it, we're totally fine. You could change this to a 2, right? And this to a 2. This would also get changed to a B, but again, your choice. Like I said, I thought it might just be easier if you skip to page 3 and just kind of roll with that. Remember, we are writing on the right side of the page. Remember, notes go on the right side of the page of your notebooks. All right? Just kind of a little review. I know we're still fresh in the semester, so I know kind of some of our review is really fresh still. Okay, so let's jump right in. We're going to talk about scientific notation. Remember, at any time, if you need to, you can pause this video. That way you can stay caught up and not have any problems. So first off, we're going to talk about scientific notation. We need to define scientific notation. And that is like an easy way of typing, of representing large and small numbers. All right, and this actually came from back in the day when they did the, like all the books were pressed with a printing press and they had to like, you know, put their own little things in there. So it made it a little tough to have all those little like zeros and stuff, especially Avogadro's number, but we'll talk more about that later. So let's just jump right into the steps, all right? So our first step is we are going to move the decimal so we only have, wow, can't spell only, all right? So we only have one digit on the left side of decimal. Misspelled left right there, whew. All right, so, and remember this one digit has to be a digit between 1 and 9. It can't be 0. All right, so we're trying to move the decimal, so we only have one number on the left side of that decimal, and hopefully when we do an example, that'll make sense to you. If we move the decimal to the left, like we have a big number, we're going to have a positive exponent. All right, and if we move the decimal to the right, a small number, we're going to have a negative exponent. All right, and again, hopefully you've done this before, so this is hopefully a review, but if not, we'll take this first one kind of slow and kind of see where we get from there. So if we look here, all right, here's our rules. Here's our first example. We have 1,800,000. All right, it is a big number. Would you agree with that? Yes, okay. Awesome, so initially our decimal point is right here. Right? And our goal is we're trying to have only one digit on the left side of the decimal. So I'm going to move the decimal all the way over here between the 1 and the 8. That way I only have one number on the left side of the decimal. Everybody agree with that? One number on the left side, and we still have to put that 8 there. All right? Now we're going to say times 10 to the, and we need to represent how many times we move the decimal. So if we look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we move the decimal 6 places to the left, right? Which means we have a positive exponent. So we're just going to say 6. You can put the plus there if you wanted to. You do not have to. It is up to you. All right. So let's try that second example. This one is one where we have a negative exponent, probably. All right. So we have a small number. Everybody agree with that? Yep. Okay. So now still trying to get one number that's not 0 on the left side of the decimal. So we're going to move the decimal all the way over here. So we're going to have 4.57. Notice how we have just one number on the left side of the decimal. Yes? Awesome. Now let's count how many spaces that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we moved it 7 places. So we're going to say times 10 to the negative 7th. All right. Please try this last one. I'm going to work it really, really slow like, kind of. So hopefully you have a little chance to work it, but I want you to give it a shot. first off represent where the decimal would be, right there. Okay. Now we're moving the decimal all the way here. So we're going to say 2.51 and then times 10 to the, how many spots did we move that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to say 13, 2.51 times 10 to the 13th. And that saves us a lot of space on our paper instead of writing out a bunch of zeros. Okay, there are times when you have to reverse scientific notation, all right, and it's just going to be the reverse of what we did. So up here, when we had a negative exponent, the decimal was moved to the right, so when we're taking it out, we're going to move the decimal to the left, all right? So decimal will go left. Decimal will go back left, all right? If we have a positive exponent, you guessed it, our decimal will go back to the right. All right, so let's kind of see how that works there with our examples. We just have 2 of these. All right, so we see this first one, we have a positive exponent, or at least no sign on it, and it says 4. So we're going to move the decimal 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we have 38, and then these guys are going to be space holders, so we're going to put zeros there. So we're going to say 38,000 is 3.8 times 10 to the 4th out of scientific notation. Okay, let's reverse that and go the same way. All right, this time we have a negative exponent, right? So we're going to move it back the other way. And we've got to go 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where our decimal is going to be now. And then these other ones are going to be placeholders. So we should have 3, just 5, 6, 5 placeholders. Got a little excited with my zeros there. Okay, so we're going to have 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 6. All right, sorry, my 5 looks a little rough there. We'll try that again. All right, now I do like to put these spaces here. It is not important. You do not have to do it. It just helps me count my zeros, because if I put them in 3 at a time, just kind of like commas. All right, I'll see you next time.